I have a lot of respect for that. Because I know I do not have willpower, faith, or dedication in me to be able to say I can live my entire life for something I have never seen.
That's crazy, yeah.
Like nuns, but who are you referring to? People that are following religions?
Well, like the Freemasons of the world, right? It's like, oh, you have to dress how we dress, you have to speak how we speak, you have to, adhere to our rule, right?
I have a buddy who's a Freemason.
Nice.
Well, technically his grandfather was sworn in, but yeah, he has the ring and everything. At least I know where to go to if the end of the world happens.
You go to T-Roy and then the Freemason.
Yeah, there we go. T-Roy's gonna be a little supply hub when the apocalypse happens.
Yeah, you guys want some ramen? Yo.
Yeah, that'd be fucking awesome, dude. We're all just like living like Luke's out there just nomading around. To be completely honest, like I could see Luke doing a full 180 in the apocalypse and being like some like real fucking
Be nice to
like
this.
super
Be nice.
like stand-up,
Nice, no.
like fucking saving kids and like protecting kids all around and shit like that. Like the pictures like
Oh.
real life like crimes.
Exactly. So there's just like entire groups gonna be like fucking people that are like with help and shit like that. And it's just gonna be like, I got you. Doing my girlfriend again.
Be nice. Gentle. No.
I don't know, if the grid went down, I would think definitely try and hold that position for as long as humanly possible.
Do that.
Oh yeah, buddy. If the apocalypse ever happened of any giant, you need to hold up in your house for at least a week. Same with me, same with Luke. Whether it's fucking grid going down, zombie, alien invasions.
Hey!
It's a disaster.
Why do you think the grid's gonna go down? Because we're listening to
No! Back!
because, like,
Bad boner.
AI, well, you're gonna need a lot of fucking power. You're gonna need to be tapping a lot of fucking power lines. And, you're gonna need a lot of fucking power to run AI.
You good boy.
Whether that be like a cyber attack that they blame on Russia, or like, the Polaroid shit where like you can't really use technology. That could happen, right? Collapse of the internet. They can control the food supply. They can cut off the water supply. And starvation is the biggest form of killing hundreds of millions of people at the same time. It's been done so many times.
Actually, I only have a second to say this before I fucking gotta meet my mic again. But in my honest opinion, I feel like we're too attached. If they were to get rid of electricity and shit like that, like the grid,
Yeah.
fucking the dollar bill becomes almost utterly worthless.
Oh,
And that's entirely what their shit.
Markets will completely tank.
Exactly. So what I think,
The government all be offline, everyone's living off the grid now. Right? Like
already as it stands, where do you get most of your information to, right? The internet.
Yeah, most of it.
We get some of it mouth to mouth, but most of the information we get is the internet. So how hard is it going to be once we take this another 10 to 20 years, think about how much more we're already integrated in the internet just 10 years ago compared to now. So 10 years in the future, if we're following this pace, we're practically going to be living it. So how difficult do you think it's going to be?
Go boy, boner. Go boy.
Because it's called they control most of the world, and they never wanted the internet because then they knew that that people are going to have so much information on us. They didn't want it to get out.
Well, here's the thing, though, right? How hard is it going to be once the world becomes more and more integrated into technology? Just essentially start black zoning. This is where I think the 15-minute cities are going to be the biggest problem.
Right. We'll start with brown.
Black cities. Where I think it's going to be the biggest problem is if you're not allowed to leave your city, you are no longer allowed to get information outside of your city. I don't think it's a money thing. I think it's an information thing.
They won't
I think it's an information. Hey, though, T-Roy, I think it's an information thing, not a technology thing. As long as we're in the dark, or a money thing. I think it's, as long as we're in the dark, we're obedient workers. They can do whatever they want. As long as we're never allowed to leave our city, everything that comes in and out of our city will be controlled. From the people, to the internet, to the information, all of it. We will not be able to get anything in and out of that city without it being thoroughly checked and looked over. So how hard is it going to be for them to essentially take one of these cities off the map, all the people within, and stop all the other cities from knowing about it?
Well, it's gonna be
already
easy,
exactly. This is where I think it is. I think this next step,
you're gonna have everything you need.
I think the 15-minute cities. Yeah, I think the 15-minute cities are going to be not an increased push into cybernetic money. I think it's going to be a really big push into human trafficking.
Good job, Boner.
And human experimentation. Because essentially you're going to be able to rip people away from everything. We're already disconnected. Do you know the people you sit on the bus with every day? I don't at all. Most people don't. So, how hard is it for them to, once you live in a 15-minute city in an information black zone, essentially, to just start picking up the undesirables for you? The homeless, the sick, the hungry, the poor, the people who you already don't want to see there on your street. And when they disappear, you're going to think, oh, good, I'm glad they cleaned up the street. I'm glad this is looking better. It's exactly what you're going to think. Because we all think it. When there's less homeless on the street, we think, wow, this sure does look better. I remember when this was worse. It doesn't matter where the homeless ended up. It doesn't matter what happened to them. It just matters that they're gone. And it's going to be even worse in a 15-minute city. Because it's not just going to be the homeless. It's going to be everyone. They're going to start taking... The 15-minute cities are 100% just cattle. It's just farms for cattle, except they're not eating us, they're producing us.
Segregating people at that point.
The 15-minute cities are nothing more than a fucking hamster cage. They give us our ball to spin on. They give us our fucking our wood chips to shit in. They give us our water bowl to drink and our food to gorge on, and they leave us there. And we sit there all day, all night, because they know we're not going to leave. They know we can't, even if we wanted to.
Is the sad truth, fellas?
I think the next war is going to be an information war. I guarantee it. It's going to be between the people and the people and the government. And unfortunately for them, there's too many of us. That's it.
Fun fact, that's how Trump won the election. He knew people weren't going to work 10 hours a fucking day.
What the fuck happened to the scar on his ear? I got a good look at the picture of him after he got shot. There's not a hole in his ear. There's
operational surgery. Sure. But what were you saying, Jira?
And then another thing is even in regular politician meetings, they always check the roofs. So you're telling me somebody got on the roof after an ex-president and a current running president
Bro, how do you miss
was not checked?
A rifle? You know, he literally had a fucking electric rifle. Like, how do you
And then not only that, how did a fucking winner of a championship marksman tournament miss? Right? Because his shot was further than the shot from him to there. And not to mention, I've seen the picture of him up there. He's not holding a fucking rifle.
Yeah.
There's not a single picture of him with a gun that I found so far. Not a single one of them.
So he was just on the fucking roof.
Yeah, so and then the craziest thing is, you know, the kid who got that photographer that got that amazing photo of Trump his fucking ear, you know, that photographer also got that crazy photo of the fucking protest riots going on. Then he also got amazing photos of a bunch of other fucking crazy and super political events. And, you know, he almost went fucking basically MIA in his business. He's still around. He still has a presence. He's not missing. But in his business and his fucking shit like that, and his job, after it became fucking widespread that he's the one who's taking all these photos, so he got too hot and nobody wanted to hire him anymore for doing these photos.
Yeah.
Damn. Crazy.
Yeah. I said it before, I'll say it again. It was fully 100%, 1,000% a scam to get him into office. There's no voting. It's a fucking complete lie. It's a complete scam. Democracy is dead, and our entire life is based around how the fuck somebody wants it to go for us. The only reason we don't have fucking whoever it is pulling the strings, pulling ours, is we're so insignificant, we're not worth the trouble to do so.
Sad.
And once I've realized that, it pisses me the fuck off to no end, knowing that I am viewed as so involved in my life.
Do you know what central casting is?
What's that?
The thing is, they're going to put these specific people in places. People like Donald Trump and Mark Carney are just actors. They put in place. That's called central casting.
Did you know that there was, I can't remember his name, so it's going to sound like I'm pulling out of my ass, but I did look it up slightly. I got to look it up more again to get his name, but I don't have time for it right now. But there was an African, and I can't see it right now, but I'm doing quotation marks, warlord, terrorist, that they end up having to kill, that was in charge in Africa. Did you know the reason they wanted to kill him was he was trying to unite Africa under a gold fucking currency, not the American dollar that it currently is under, so that way he could get out from the massive amount of debt that they have to the US they did not want?
Jesus Christ.
Yes. So because somebody tried to get away from the US dollar, that instigated the means of their death. So you, no matter whether you're from another soil or another fucking planet, or it doesn't matter, you cannot get away from their fucking puppet strings.
America's a corporation. They're not a country.
It's not just them, the world itself. The world itself. Are we any better if we're just corporate pawns working for them? If nobody else can get outside of the system, we're all a corporation.
Enough.
If even just attempting to leave their system equals your death, we're all a part of it.
Well, you know, if enough people just stop paying their taxes, they would have to drop them for a real estate.
Did you know that's illegal? Like what you just said right now, that's illegal.
Yeah, it's called tax fraud.
No, not the act of doing it. You telling me to do this is illegal.
What?
You telling me not to pay, if you started pushing that around and telling everybody not to pay rent, not to pay these bills, not to pay taxes, it's illegal. It's illegal.
Oh, yeah. But if enough people were to unite against them, what other choice do they have but to lower?
That's what I was saying before. But our problem comes with outside neighboring countries. That's our problem. is like
You tell
we're
them
stuck in such a situation.
and said, nah, I don't want to go to work or buy your groceries.
We'd beat the government for sure. We'd beat the government for sure. The problem is, the moment an outside nation seen that we were truly weak enough that happened, whether it's America, whether it's Britain, whether it's Mexico, Israel, Russia, China, doesn't matter. The moment they see that we are weak enough, that we do not have anybody in power or in charge that knows how to run the country properly with experience, it's going to be open season on us. No matter how, yeah, sure, we have a military. We have no heads anymore running it. Sure, we have nukes. We have nobody who knows the launch codes. Sure, we have fucking any of these people. We have nobody, very little people with experience on running them. That's the problem with it, is we could stand up. We have more than enough numbers to stand up and take out our government. But we will not survive what comes next with foreign country invading and trying to take over us. Because I fully do not believe that we could rely on our alliances to get through that. Because I feel like the moment we do that, they're going to see that we're not worth it.
Well,
They're going to see we're too weak.
And then they wouldn't even get their underground bunkers because we're united. They wouldn't be in the fight. They'd be fucking.
No, they'd kill us.
Oh yeah, they just send the military and just lighten us up.
Yeah, which would cause another problem because only a certain amount of military would do all of it.
They would usher in martial law, and the military would come in, and if we don't listen to them, then they'd fucking light our ass up like candlesticks. But I mean, there's more us than there are them. That will always be true. And, you know, I wonder who stood up one day and said, well, you owe me for existing now. You have to pay me. I'm the man in charge. Like, I wonder who the first guy who said that was, right? Some fucking...
The man who invented taxes.
Yeah, 1917.
Before taxes were made, you only owed your parents for existing.
Well, 1917, the original income tax was 3%. And
income tax, but there was taxes before income tax, was there not?
Yeah, there were called
Yeah, because there must have been. So yeah, whoever created taxes first, they started the shit.
They ran off of tariffs, right? And then income tax took over the tariff.
But you're telling me motherfucking Trump did something from the 1800s?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah, but no. Did you know we actually need here? So we were 2 years, but so our tariffs were like 5%, 10%, or whatever it is, like fucking 50.
I'm just gonna say, you know what? I'm not for needless violence, but I think a real assassination attempt would solve this problem. Just saying. Doesn't have to be successful. Doesn't have to be successful by any means. But an actual attempt, better yet, by its own people, would put him in order. Would put nonsense to that.
Technically, you would think so, but you know, if you know everything, there's this thing called a designated survivor. Even though they were to put one through his fucking eyes, his designated survivor and his caucus would still go.
Yeah.
So they would still do.
It's a show about that. Or a movie or something.
And then that's the thing too, is like genuinely forgot how to rage as a society. We forgot it. We sit here and we go, oh, there's these bombs. However do we solve them? The same fucking way we did back in the 1800s when our fucking governments and royal families and all these fucking people in power started abusing and fucking taking advantage of us. We made them fear for their fucking lives. We broke into their homes, we threatened them, we threatened their families.
Originally called the peasant tax.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's fucking nuts.
In 1917, they needed more money and equipment for the soldiers, so they implemented what is and it was 3%. The original tax was 3%, and now it's over like 30. That's crazy. And it was only originally supposed to be temporary. It wasn't supposed to last, but ever since that day, it's been implemented, right? So you just give people a good idea, and they'll just go along with it. You know, they won't
We forgot how to rage, dude. Forgot how to rage. Think about it right now. Like, even when it comes, we have nowhere to point the anger we have right now. Like, yeah, we can be as mad as we want at the people in charge and the people in power, but we can't attack them without attacking anything that's banned way. Like we used to be, we would burn down the city until we got what we wanted. Like factory owners that took advantage of the workers.
Still do that.
Shit like that.
They're burning that cities all the fucking time.
Exactly. Fucking factory workers that fucking that fucked up and didn't take care of their fucking workers and shit like that. Factory owners, I mean. You know what they did? The fucking workers did? They beat the shit out of them in front of their families and then told them to be back for your families if you don't fix this. You know what they fucking did? They fucking fixed it half the time, over half the time.
Come back for your shit.
Yeah, seriously, like, it's brutal, but when you're sitting there working fucking 60 hours, starving in a factory, shit like that, you're just able to buy bread, like, you got no other choice. There is no other job. That's the job in your town. Every other job requires a profession, one that you did not start off as a young man doing. But you got no other option but to work this factory job until your end of your days. Now you're being told that all the things you worked for be taken away from you by some boss who gets to go on a second vacation. No, yeah, so fucking the exact same thing with all these fucking cleaners and shit like that. You sit here.
Yeah, there's enough billionaires to pay for taxes. Like, you don't have to tax the poor and the middle class. It's the rich. Idea, but I agree.
No, exactly. This is what I'm saying. Is I'm all for the money being for the people. Like, I mean, like, my money's my money, your money's your money. I'm all for that. Before a certain point, if you make over, like, fucking, I'd say 50 million. I'd say if you make more than 50 million, anything above that should be sent back to the fucking government. Should be sent back into the government. Should be sent back into the
Anyway.
Yes, that is right. Fully no communism. Yes, communism in itself is wrong. But letting this shit, fucking capitalism in itself is wrong as well. Because it leads to situations like this. It leads to situations like this. It leads to situations like this. This is a fucking problem. This is direct influence of capitalism.
We haven't been under capitalism since 2015.
Yeah, but when did they make their millionaires? When did they make their billions? You know, there hasn't been pretty much any billionaires been made in the last like 10 years or anything. And if there has been, it's most likely one through marriage. Like Jeff Bezos had his millions since fucking, what was it, like 2019? 19 something like that? Fucking, Elon's parents were going to Emerald Mine, so he can just make fucking conversation. Bill Gates was in the late 90s. Like, there's nobody at fucking real big worth made their money in this fucking decade to $1 billion. And there's not a single person who has made $1 billion and
this fucking $8 million in this room.
Yeah, that's probably the closest thing to ethnically.
But, you know, I'm gonna go get dressed. And I guess I'll talk later.
Alright, buddy, talk to you later.
Big nuts, man.
Peace.
Laters.
Nuts. Forgot you were there for a minute. We've been so silent.
Hanging out. Scooping.
Scooping and scooping.
Scooping, man. Ah, it is.
Oh, I know how it is, but I know how it is. You know, super. Going to nationals, buddy.
My man.
Scooping and pooping.
Yeah, man. Scooping.
Man.
Good fucking talking to you, right?
Yeah, and it was a good talk. Although I won't lie, a lot of it was me ranting and T-Rex. So I feel bad about that.
I will agree.
I gotta get better at this thing. As I cut you off trying to say.
It's a lot of this fun. Side. Not too shabby.
I mean, hey, if I had a choice between fucking being like annoyingly fucking untalkative with the boys or fucking over talkative, I'll pick over talkative. How fucking weird would it be if I was just dead silent all the time?
Like, hello?
That being said, I did think about taking a vow of silence.
Wow.
Yeah, did I tell you about that?
No.
No? Yeah. I've been thinking about it for a bit. I'm not a full vow of silence because I still need a way to communicate. But like, I just wouldn't talk. I would still text, use voice text, text voice. Fucking, I want to learn hand sign language.
Sign language would be pretty cool. I'm not entirely sure how useful that'd be.
What?
I'm not entirely sure how useful that'd be, but it'd be pretty cool.
Useful? Not at all. It's just strictly to test my dedication. How long could I theoretically go? Because one of my problems is like, I can't be dedicated to something I don't want to do. Quitting smoking cigarettes. Like, part of me wants to quit smoking cigarettes, but a big part of me just doesn't. Like, I don't care. I could not. It doesn't matter. So
I don't want to smoke cigarettes.
The demons!
The demons in me want the cigarettes.
Grandma?
It's fair enough. I know I shouldn't be vaping, but I like to vape, so.
Grandma!
Fuck you. Not responding, Grandma.
Fucking grandma.
So. I'll fuck you up, Jesus, bro. That's my grandma you're talking about.
You think killing my grandmother once was enough?
I'm Dirty Dan. I'm supposed to kill my grandma. Not you.
I'm Kitty's grandma. No, I'm Kitty's grandma.
Who's Kenny's grandma?
And she's dead.
Kenny's grandma?
Grandma?
Then why is she on the couch next to me? What the fuck?
I dug her up.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. No need to question that any further. I think I understand. I'll just say.
Not with my dead grandma.
Yep, Gonzo. Too late, friend. Good boy.
What type of fucking magician shit was that? You literally, I haven't heard anything you said since Dunzo, but fucking, you said Dunzo, and then immediately my headphone just went powering off.
We'll do it again? Dunzo.
No, I did hear a weird noise though, so you actually had me scared that it was.
We just like
It sounded like a pig. I didn't realize that this.
That'd be fucked up, bro. Well, I have to do it again to make sure.
Say it like on the phone.
Yeah, that's fucked up, bro. Holy shit. Pew, pew. They were shot down by radioactive Spider-Man.
You need to stop being so gay and eating all the games.
Beating all the games without you?
Yeah, I was just thinking about like, oh, we should play Alien fucking Fire Assault or Fire Team or whatever again. I'm like,
I'd love to do that.
Beat that one yet. And then I'm like, fucker, you already beat that shit.
I beat that shit and I had a great time. And I'd love to do that again. I'd prefer to play Aliens over Vermintide, to be honest.
What? You play all of them except for Vermintide?
No, I said I'd play Aliens over Vermintide, to be honest.
That's alright, I'm in. I like the Alien ones better. It was fun.
Yeah, it was kick ass.
I'm excited to hop on some when I'm home. Or should I play Mountain Banner, or not Bannerlord, or whatever that other one is.
You were talking about bombing. Didn't you play the other one last night?
No, I played something else, but I'm not remembering at the moment.
Some other combat game.
Yeah, Anime Jump Force.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a fun game. You probably won't like it too much, but it's a fun game. I like it. It's definitely not the best. Like, I'd say fucking Xenoverse was better done, but I like the fact that it lets me use a bunch of different anime, shit like that. Xenoverse is just Dragon Ball Z, but
You saying Xenoverse? Honestly, I know you're talking about Dragon Ball Z, but I'm fucking downloading Aliens because Xeno.
yeah.
I really like that Aliens Dark Descent, the top-down one.
Yeah, I was looking at that one too.
I've got like 60% through the game. Or
Yeah, what I played.
it's a pretty stealth game. You just don't play on a high difficulty, you'll do it down.
Yeah, I still want to play through it. Like, there's no reason I haven't yet. I just got bored when I had it. But there's no reason I haven't do it yet. Like, Blueprint, I'm waiting until I'm in a fucking hype to play it mindset. But I am, like, I do look forward to playing it. It's just right now, it's just kind of like, oh man, I'm gonna have to deal with puzzles and think and use my head. So I wanna play it when I kind of feel the brain twister and fucking, I'm gonna enjoy the twists and turns of the game properly. Because lately, I just kind of feel like slaughtering, slashing, and dashing.
That's fair enough.
Oh, that's partly why I want to get fucking. I've been thinking about downloading Doom again too.
It's a great Slash game.
Yeah, I remember you've always been on. You kind of gives me a play it. I've still yet to.
2016, yeah.
Yeah, I know I've never seen it yet.
Should definitely do that.
Yeah, there is one character that I will admit can defeat Goku without a fight, without it being like even just a fucking crumb of a fight. And that's Shinra Bancho, man. But he's yet to reach anime yet. He's still only manga, but his anime is just about at the point where he's ready to show up. But bro, that man's fucking. That man's nuts. Like,
Why?
so originally he was just like some regular guy, and he ended up getting fucking. He essentially became Jesus, like anime Jesus. And, he merged with two other people to his mother god through his mother shit. I haven't gotten to that point yet. I don't know all the lore yet. But what I do know is once he became that being, he straight up just asked God. Like in his ending fight of the last fight in the anime was the enemy throwing everything they had on him, and him just like grabbing it, remaking it, and turning it into the new universe planet that was destroyed in their fight, with all the new people and shit like that, and souls of like the people that he loved. And like they're all in different lives, living a different life. But he's like, and partway through the fight, he's like, yeah, honestly, like, I didn't get that the first try. This is about like the 10th millionth time we've done this, but I'm pretty sure I got it down pat this time. Right? Like, this shit's just nuts. Just fucking absolutely. Like, how could you fight that? Like, they straight up just said, how do I make God more OP? And then they did it.
That would be pretty cool to see whatever they make. To watch that.
Yeah, it's really good. Honestly, I would recommend it. Soul Eater is the first one. And then Fire Force is the one Shinro Ultraman comes in. They're technically not related and are related. So, what I didn't know until recently, Soul Eater came out Soul Eater came out when I first started watching animes, when I was in like grade 7. And Fire Force came out like maybe 4 or 5. But, like 15, 16 years. But yeah, that world that Shinro Ultraman makes is the Soul Eater world. Yeah, Soul Eater came out first, and it had a big, huge following and shit like that. And then Fire Force came out, and people knew it was by the same creator. People didn't know how deep it went.
Yeah.
Yeah, still like in Fire Force, people have pyrokinetic abilities. So it's kind of like controlling fire. There's different generations. You have Generation 1, which is, I believe, just manipulating fire. There's already a lit flame, and you can control it and morph it to do different things. Second generation is creating fire. You create it in different ways.